For me, it's just about promoting this, demonstrating that actually the outdoors and accessing the outdoors is something that everybody should be able to do, and not everybody can, and that's a real shame because it is so beneficial. I'm Christine Fox. I'm the Mountain Bike Leadership Development Officer within Developing Mountain Biking in Scotland.
My name's Craig Grimes. I'm the founder and managing director of a not-for-profit organisation called Experience Community.
Craig is supporting us in the development of the Fundamentals of Mountain Bike Leadership Award so that we can make it inclusive, so that we can have physically disabled riders going out and accessing the great outdoors.
The overall goal of the course really is to give the instructors in the cairngorms the confidence to work with and take people out on walking and cycling activities. So we've just been out on a couple of hour ride around Loch Morlich. It's just been absolutely beautiful, and it's been really nice to take out a group of adaptive cyclists, even though they're not disabled themselves, but for them to experience what it will be like to take out disabled people in their future careers. So one of the things that's really important about this kind of activity is confidence building. When you're transferring from a wheelchair into a bike and then from a bike back into a wheelchair, or learning to steer it and balance in it and things like these, it's all transferable skills that help build a person's confidence in their everyday lives.
Craig is taking the lead on this course. He has started by just giving us an awareness on language that we use, disability etiquette. He is talking us through the different kind of bikes that he uses.
Disability is just not a blanket thing. There's lots of different disabilities, so therefore you need different bikes for different disabilities.
We've all had to go riding them, some of us have had to go crashing them.
It's like kind of learning to steer an oil tanker.
What hits you is actually the freedom that they clearly give, because you just suddenly get in there and you realise actually this is opening out a whole world.
First impression is there's a lot to learn.
It is such a different experience. You're so much lower to the ground, and they just handle the gravel and the lumps and the bumps and the divots, and yeah, the speed you can get is absolutely phenomenal, and that with a backdrop of the cairngorms and Loch Morlich. Oh, amazing.
So we started off by looking at some of the very basics and building from the ground up. We've been looking at some aspects around disability etiquette, about how to work with disabled people. We then looked at the different types of bikes and how they might be suitable for different people with different disabilities. And then we started to think at and explore some of the issues that you might have while you're out riding them, route planning for them, and obviously tackling some of the problems that you could have, such as trailside maintenance and some of the spares that you might need to take with you.
The evidence we have for getting outdoors and the benefits of that for your mental health are unequivocal. You know, that there's so much science out there to demonstrate that just getting outdoors, getting into nature is good for you. But if you combine that with a physical activity, particularly something like mountain biking, where there's a wee bit of positive risk-taking going on in there as well, there's a lot of concentration required for mountain biking in whatever form you do it. You've almost got that mindfulness type process going on, and yeah, your problems are still there, aren't they, at the end of the day? Absolutely they are, but for that period of time when you're out on the bike and you're out in nature, then those problems go away, and that in itself is beneficial, just to be able to experience that and leave those worries behind for a bit.
I think it's really important for disabled riders to have these kind of experiences. You know, we've been confined quite a lot to athletics tracks or country parks or road riding, so being able to get out into the middle of woodlands such as these is an absolutely unique and fantastic experience.
Combining the mental well-being with that access into the outdoors, particularly for physically disabled, that's what this program can do, and it can do it in a safe way using, you know, leaders who are trained and able to support that.